Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be checking out a collection of 12-inch figures. The figures we'll be checking out are from DC and Marvel, and most of them are Titan Hero series. The first figure we'll be checking out today is Hulk, and a lot of them have this port or this area where we can put the voice activator in. So we'll put that into Hulk and we'll hear him talk. This is actually for Black Panther, but we can plug it into the back of the figure and it'll talk for most of the figures we plug that into. Let's try that again. Hear the Hulk. Next up, we'll check out a bunch of Spider-Man or Spider-Man type figures. So this one also we can get those sounds and the voice. Let's see if Spider-Man's voice will appear now.
Here comes Spider-Man. Web shooters engaged. This suit is amazing.
And some of these don't have that plug-in port on the back for that voice box, so this one doesn't. But still a really neat 12-inch figure. We'll put this one over here. Eventually we'll probably have to move some of these and back. This one also doesn't have a port on the back.
Here comes Spider-Man. Web shooters engaged. This suit is amazing.
With all these figures, there isn't much articulation. They can either do the split stretch or they can move their legs like this. And the knees don't bend, neither do the feet. And the arms, well, we can move these hands around, but the arms is kind of mainly moving this type of motion. They don't bend at the elbows. We get a little bit of movement on the head, and I think if we really want, we can move the head, you know, a little bit further like that.
Here comes Spider-Man. Here comes Spider-Man.
It sounds like we're getting some repeat sounds and phrases. Alright, next up we have a Batman figure. And the DC Batman figures do not have that area where we can put on that sound voice activating backpack. This Batman has the visor. This one does have a little bit more articulation than the other figures we checked out, because this one we can bend his elbows and we can bend his knees too, so he's a lot more posable. We'll put this Batman figure here. Let's check out another Batman figure. And this Batman figure has a little bit more of a simple bat suit, which is really neat. It's not necessarily simple as in, you know, it doesn't have a lot of like accessories or things that he can do with the belt and so on, but just the color scheme and look to it's a little bit more simple than some of the Batman figures. We'll put this Batman right here. Let's take a look at some more Batman figures. This one kind of looks like this one, just a little bit different color look to it. Has the visor. This time it's like a goldish yellow color visor, and he has the green suit on. It's kind of like like a different shades of different green on it. I think it looks kind of neat and very similar to exact articulation to the other Batman figures. We'll set this Batman here. Let's keep going with the Batman figures. So quickly I'll show everyone this Batman figure. Looks identical to the one we checked out here. So I'll put this one here. We don't have to look at that one too much. This one is the blue, gray, and yellow suit. He has that gold belt. And it looks like he has the blue boots. This one doesn't bend at the knees, but it does bend at the elbows. So it's interesting the difference in articulation and posability of these figures. This has a lighter gray suit with gold belt and the black Batman cowl. And Batman has his black cape. Looks like we have another double of a Batman figure. And these two are alike, identical. Looks like, yeah, they look like they are. So since these two look just the same pretty much, we'll put this Batman back there in the corner. All right, next up, Captain America. We have several Captain America figures. We'll start with this one. And we'll put this right here. And let's hear what Captain America has to say.
I am Captain America. Avengers, assemble!
Here's another close-up of Captain America.
Stand down, soldier.
Here's another Captain America figure. This Captain America figure has a lighter blue suit on with the red, white, and mostly blue. Let's hear what he has to say.
I am Captain America. Avengers, assemble!
And he has his matching boots with matching red gloves. Here's another Captain America figure. This is our third Captain America figure.
They're outflanking us. We fight as a team. Stand down, soldier.
So that's neat. It sounds like this Captain America has a little bit different sounds and phrases than the others. Next up, we have Spider-Gwen, also known as Ghost Spider. Unfortunately, we aren't able to hear Spider-Gwen's voice. This is one of those figures I was mentioning that we could hear the sound effects, but not the voice. Next up, we have Bane. And Bane looks really strong. And unfortunately, there's no sound or voice box for Bane. And there's his boots. Bane, let's see, where should we put Bane? Let's put Bane back here behind the Spider-Man figures. And next up we have Black Panther. And if we don't have this plugged into any of our figures, it'll just sound like the figure that it originally came with.
Wakanda forever. I will bring you to justice. I will bring you to justice.
Our next figure is Thor. I like Thor's armor. Unfortunately, we won't be able to hear Thor because we have nowhere to put this. Here's another double of the Captain America figure. We'll put these two figures together. Let's move Thor out of the way just a little bit. And next up we have the Flash. That'd be really neat if we could hear what the Flash sounds like, but unfortunately we can't because he doesn't have that port there. Just like our Batman figure, this Flash figure has a lot of articulation. So he has his yellow boots and his red suit with a little bit of yellow and white on it. And we can definitely get him into a lot of different action poses. Looks like he's running super fast there. That's a really neat running action pose. Let's get the Flash to stand. And we'll put the Flash right here between the two Captain America figures. All right, so we're getting down to just like not too many figures left. We have the Riddler. And as I look at this collection so far, not a lot of villains either. So we'll add the Riddler into the list here. The Riddler has his Riddler suit with the purple and green. All right, we'll put the Riddler right there. And next up, we have a couple Joker figures to check out. So the first Joker figure is this one. He has his black and purple tuxedo. And he has his black pants with black boots. And we also have another Joker figure that stands 12 inches tall. And this Joker has a purple tuxedo this time, with this green undershirt with the green gloves. And this Joker can't bend his knees like the other one, but he does have the purple pants and green shoes. Looks like we can move these green shoes a little bit. So this collection is starting to look really big. And we also have Superman figures. So this video will be part 1 of our 12-inch figures. So Superman has his red cape with his blue, red, and yellow Superman suit. He has the red boots or red shoes. And we have another Superman figure right here. He also has that blue suit with the red and yellow on it. And the red cape with Superman on the back. So again, yeah, a lot of articulation with this Superman too. You can get him in lots of different poses. For Superman, I'd probably put him in a flying pose. You know, the Flash looked really cool in that running pose to get Superman. I'll have to be careful not to knock the Joker down, by the way, because that could like knock down all the figures. All right, so there's Superman. He's in that flying stance or flying position. It looks neat. And let's get Superman to stand right by the Joker and Riddler. And next up, I think, okay, this one's not a 12-inch figure, so you know what? This was in the bin, but since it's not a 12-inch figure, we will not put it on the table. This is Mysterio, by the way, if you're wondering who this is. And this is a figure, I believe, from the 1990s, so a little bit older collectible figure. Just by the look of it, it probably stands about 9 to 10 inches, so just not quite the 12-inch figure height. And we do have one more 12-inch figure. Actually, this is the second to the last figure because I found one more figure that fell out of the bin. Anyway, we'll check that figure out next. And look at this one first. This is Korg. So we're right at the end of the table here. And yeah, this is an interesting figure also. Unfortunately, no way to hear his voice. So Korg, let's see here. We'll put Korg right here. And our last figure. And we'll be able to hear with this voice and sound box here. Okay, so no voice for this figure, just like Ghost Spider. So we only had 2 figures. I was thinking there would have been more that we couldn't hear their voice, but only 2 out of the group that have the ability to hear these sounds and voices. So that's actually not too bad. And we'll put this figure here. So we have a lot of figures from this bin. Let's take one quick look at the rest of them. So this is the group of figures kind of in the shape of bowling pins, or like a triangle shape. Interesting. Kind of just came that way when we were putting the figures on the table. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.